you're taking ashwagandha because you want to raise your testosterone, then you need to hear this, because very probably you're missing out on having even higher testosterone that you could get if you were actually following a few simple steps, the one that I'm going to share with you in this video. And to understand why these steps are so crucial to have higher testosterone, we need to first understand why ashwagandha works. Like, have you ever asked yourself how ashwagandha actually raises your testosterone? To be very honest, I never knew until the other day. I actually saw my mother having bought herself ashwagandha. So I asked myself, like, well, what the fuck, does she want to raise her testosterone or what? And guess what? I started doing some research and quite easily I actually figured out that ashwagandha was not directly increasing your testosterone, but was doing so indirectly. Now, what do I mean by that? Ashwagandha mainly improves your sleep and lowers your cortisol levels, your stress levels. And that is actually the biggest thing it can do for your testosterone. Because the better your sleep, the higher your testosterone, the lower your stress, the higher your testosterone. And so it makes total sense that by just improving a little bit your sleep quality, it actually is raising your testosterone. And by lowering a little bit your stress levels, it actually is also improving your testosterone levels. But the thing is this, you are very probably missing out on the bigger benefits you could get by really improving your sleep and by really learning how to handle better stress and reduce your stress levels. Because ashwagandha won't fix magically anything, right? If you sleep too little, go to sleep too late, and your sleep quality is shit, you might even take 10 pills of ashwagandha a day, and that will get you to start to sleep faster and sleep a little bit better. But you could be having way higher testosterone by fixing your sleep. And the same thing goes also with cortisol. You know, ashwagandha may lower a little bit your cortisol levels, but if you would actually learn how to handle stress and really reduce your stress, you would be having way higher testosterone, because your testosterone and cortisol levels are basically in a constant fight. The higher one, the lower the other one. So obviously, if you want to have higher testosterone, you need to have lower cortisol levels. That's the key. And so your sleep might already be perfect. Your ability to handle stress might already be perfect. If that's the case, you can click off this video. It won't help you out. But there is a but. If you actually don't wake up every single day wanting to jump out of bed, you know, full of energy, have crazy concentration throughout the day, crazy energy, and also have amazing gains in the gym because your sleep is great, then this video will help you out. And also, if your ability to handle stress is not the best, like you often feel maybe stressed throughout the day, even by smaller things, and you may also often feel overwhelmed by little things and by the stress you have, by the things you have in your life, then this video is going to help you out. I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes the 5 natural ways in which I am actually reducing my stress by a lot, bro. By really a lot. It's such a big difference. And they actually get me to have higher testosterone. So here they are. The first thing, guess what it is? It is actually improving your sleep. Improving your sleep is so crucial because of 2 things. It first of all actually reduces your stress levels. So therefore, as we have seen, lower stress, higher testosterone. So you really want to have crazy good sleep. But sleep has also been shown to directly increase your testosterone, not by just lowering your stress, but also by producing things like luteinizing hormone, which basically is telling your testes to create more testosterone, and other things like that. So your sleep is really crucial, bro, to have higher testosterone, better gains, more motivation, more energy, more focus, better health, and so many other things. So if you really want to improve your sleep, which you really want to if you want to have higher testosterone, I recommend you to check out the description of this video, because I already made a full guide where I literally went step by step, broke down the 3 main steps that you need to understand and to master your sleep. And if you actually watch this video, you're going to be mastering your sleep, therefore have lower stress and higher testosterone. So that was the first thing I did, which is crucial, bro. literally crucial. The second natural way that I am using every single day to basically reduce my stress is taking cold showers in the morning. Now, why is a fucking cold shower so powerful? Mainly because it gets you to understand how to better handle stress. You know, when you're there in that cold shower or in that ice bath, it's a really stressful situation for your body, right? You really have your mind and your whole body telling you, get the out of this cold shower, right? And that's the key. If you're actually able to stay calm, to breathe deeply and guard your inner peace while you're there in that very stressful situation, you will learn how to handle stress even outside in the real world. And so when a stressful situation comes where most people get stressed and anxious, you stay calm because you have learned, because you have practiced how to handle stress. And also, you know, taking cold showers has many other health benefits. It lowers your heart rate, basically also makes you feel calmer. It increases your dopamine by 2.5 times for several hours. So it gives you a lot of more motivation, which makes you do the hard work and therefore feel more satisfied, more calm with yourself. There are many other benefits. I already made a few videos about ice cold showers or ice baths, so I won't repeat myself, but it's really crucial, you know, just feeling zen after a cold shower. You know, half an hour afterwards, you're just in zen mode, you're just like that, you know, nothing can touch you. Third natural way in which I am actually reducing my cortisol and at the same time increasing my testosterone is working out. But not just working out like that, you know, because people tell you, yeah, just work out. But there are specific workouts that really are reducing my stress a lot and that get me higher testosterone. So the first one is actually high intensity, really lifting heavy weights for not too long. Right? For not more than 1.5 hours. After that, your testosterone will be going down and you will actually increase your cortisol levels. So you want to have really high intensity, lifting heavy weights, but not for too long. And also you don't want to go to failure, go nearly to failure. That's a psychological thing. I will probably make another video about that because it takes a few minutes to explain that. But simply, don't go to failure, just nearly to failure, and don't work out for more than 1.5 hours and really do hard workouts. Because when you do that, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, you just get out of the gym and you're just in peace, bro. You're just zen mode. You're just silent. Everything is, the mind doesn't talk anymore. You're there in peace, you know, your whole body is relaxed. Everything is relaxed. That's the power of working out hard. Then you also need to know that sprints and squats also are powerful ways to increase your testosterone, and also competition. So if you can get everything together, hard workouts, competition, sprints, squats, everything, you're having a winning formula. The fourth thing that helped me a lot to reduce my stress was meditating. Meditating, just like cold showers, helps me to, you know, get to control myself. I am able to detach myself from my thoughts, from my feelings, from my actions, you know, observe my thoughts, observe my breath or whatever you are observing when you're meditating. And by doing that consistently, you will become better at basically detaching yourself while you're doing day-to-day things. Basically, right now, I'm literally detached from my words and I'm observing myself in third-person perspective. But the powerful thing about meditation is that when you start doing this throughout your day-to-day conversation, when someone offends you, when someone does something that you didn't like, when something happens that you think to yourself, bro, I didn't want that, like, that's a bad thing. And you're able to detach, you know, look those things from a third-person perspective, you know, with calmness, just like you do when you're meditating. Observe your thoughts, observe your actions. You're able to, you know, stay calm, detached, and better handle this situation. So meditating has been a powerful tool for me to train my third-person perspective, my detachment, and therefore feel calmer throughout the day in stressful situations. And the fifth thing, this is, without any questions asked, the most important way in which I'm actually reducing my stress is having a banger mindset and developing my mindset. developing the way in which I see things. And that is so powerful, because it doesn't matter how well you sleep, how many cold showers you take, how much you train, how much you meditate. If your mindset is shit, if you don't see things in a way that actually makes you able to better handle them, you are going to be stressed at every single fucking little bullshit thing that's going to be in your life. And so what is your mindset? You might be asking yourself. A mindset is basically a belief that is helping you to better handle your life, to better handle things in your life. And so obviously having a better way to see things is going to help you to better handle life. Now, to better illustrate this, let me explain to you a few mindsets that I've been learning in the past few years, that I've adopted, that really help me to reduce my stress. The first one is understanding that everything that comes to me is the best thing that could ever happen. I literally brainwashed myself into believing that whatever happens in my life, it's the perfect thing that could have ever happened. Maybe I don't know why exactly yet, but I just tell myself that it is the best thing. And that is so powerful, because that releases stress. Because I know that even that thing that I might be thinking to myself, I didn't want that to happen. Like last year, I broke my knee. I told myself, this happened for a reason. And it's the best thing that could ever happen. And because I had that mindset, I actually started seeing confirmation for it. I started seeing why I had to break my knee, what I learned out of it, what situation I got in because I had broken my knee. And with time, I started to actually see that it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And therefore, I confirm that, and I see that in everything. And the more I start seeing that everything that happens is the best thing, the more I actually am calm, because I know that whatever comes is the best thing. Now, another mindset that really helps me out is looking things as if I was living my last day. You know, when you're there getting a bad grade, someone insults you, something happens, someone cuts your way, someone looks at you like that, and you don't really know, like, what did I fucking do? And then you realize that today might literally be your last day. You might literally be, you know, run down by a car, or you slip out, you know, crush your head on the soul and you're dead. You'll start asking yourself, is this really important? And the answer I always give myself is no. And therefore, by having this mindset, it really helps me to, you know, shut down the bullshit things in my life, those little things that don't matter, and most things we get stressed about don't matter. And really, therefore, I feel more calm. Another mindset that is really powerful is understanding that all the problems I have are just problems I choose to have. You know, before I said, I did like this when I said, you know, in stressful situations. Mainly because there is another mindset I have adopted, which is that a problem is only a problem if you start seeing it as one. And so this mindset really helps me, because it makes me understand that nothing is actually a problem. I am choosing to make it a problem by choosing to see it as a problem. And therefore I can change the way I choose to see things, and therefore reduce my stress. So I won't be here going on for ages and ages and ages, by the way, check the guns, about mindsets. It's really powerful to learn new mindsets. At least that is what I've learned on myself, because the way I believe things to be is how they will be. And if I change the way I see things, I'm 100% going to change my life. I'm going to change the way I perceive things. And therefore, changing my mindset has been such a powerful thing. Now, if you want to dive deeper into this, changing your mindset, there are a few key mindsets that really help me out. First of all, the Stoic mindsets, Transurfing reality mindset, and also meditation, more like mystic mindsets, like the Buddhist mindset. That is also really powerful. So we'll link in the description down below a few books that you want to check out if you really want to change the way you see things, to therefore reduce your stress. So this video, I hope, made you understand that, you know, all those little pills and magical tricks to raise your testosterone, those are, sometimes they work, but mainly what they do is indirectly feeding one of those main big things that actually raise your testosterone, your sleep, the way you handle stress, your workouts, your physical activity, also how you eat, your mindset. Those are all the main reasons why your testosterone is going to be high or low. So instead of being there, searching for the pills, the quick fixes, which we all like, to be very honest. I used to be also someone who always wanted the quick fix. I've seen that changing my perspective on being there, searching for the quick fixes, to now, searching for the underlying reasons, the more powerful tools I can use to change my life. For example, one way is increase my testosterone, but that's just one little aspect. Those things are going to have a way, way, way more powerful effect. And so this video showed you the 5 steps that I personally took to lower my cortisol, my stress, therefore have higher testosterone without needing to take any ashwagandha or tonga ali or whatever other, root or plant that you can take to increase your testosterone. So really hope this video helped you out. If it did, and if you actually liked it, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to not miss on my future videos. Anyways, really wish you all the best, bro, and see you very soon. Ciao.